Hey everyone, just wanted to issue a quick apology for the messed up visuals.
I guess we kind of just messed up the recording a little bit.
We're still figuring this thing out, so bear with us.
The first 10 minutes-ish is not recorded visually.
Just look at our logo for 10 minutes or something.
For all you YouTubers, thanks again for all the views, and we'll get it right consistently eventually. So, thank you. Bye.
And it may happen again, who knows.
All right, take 300
On episode 3.
on episode 3. Welcome back to Generic.
My name's Rob,
My name is Mike.
and we are Generic.
Generic.
How you feeling today, Mike?
I'm pretty good. Pretty solid day of work. I started out pretty well. Went to the gym with you. You guys
Getting big.
getting swole. Trying to at least, I guess.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
You'll get
It's
that.
all right. Sorry. That's for later. But yeah, solid day. Went to work after that. Felt pretty rejuvenated waking up. Then work just drained me. So now I'm here. I'm feeling better now that I'm, hanging out at home. About to record this pod. What about you?
Yeah, pretty much the same. Went to the gym with you, but you are definitely aware of that. Tough day at work, but can't complain too much. Making some money, got some good deals in the works. But I guess that really helps us flow into what we're going to be talking about today. Is routines.
Yeah.
Everybody has some sort of routine, whether it's set in stone or not.
Whether it's good or not.
Yeah, I mean that's totally up to you to decide. But yeah, we'll be talking about that. And as you guys saw, we posted on our Instagram. For those of you who do follow,
Yeah.
please follow us. Some audience questions. We really wanted to start doing this moving forward to keep you guys engaged and interact with our listeners and viewers, and just answer any questions you guys have for us related to the pod, personal questions, anything you want. We're willing to answer it, and we're excited to do that moving forward.
Agreed. I think it's a nice little addition to the pod, nice little segment to add. So it's not just us talking, just about us the whole time. Like, we're a podcast for the people, so we're gonna, involve the people, and so you're just gonna ask questions about us, and it's gonna be about us. But either way, you guys are involved.
Again, any questions.
Any questions? But we only answer the ones that are about us.
Correct.
Because. So we just start them, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's the easiest way to get to
Alright.
it. Well, I'll go ahead and read off the first one for us.
Let's do it.
We're not going to say names. You have to listen to find out.
Yeah, see if you got chosen.
Just kidding. What made you guys decide on supply chain management?
Great question, Alex. Honestly, do you want to start since you kind of chose it first? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I chose it for both of us.
Yeah.
Since you just copy me, but hey, we're here.
Hey.
We're here.
Hey.
We're here.
Hey. No, definitely. I chose accounting at first, and then Robert, transferred over. He decided to go with the supply chain, and he kind of chose his reasonings for it. And I was like, okay, honestly, that's kind of how I feel as well about business. I'm not maybe a huge number guy, but I kind of like operations and how things get from one place to another. So
A to B.
Everybody with it. Everybody with A to B. Sometimes C.
You literally can have a degree right now for supply chain.
Exactly.
It was honestly the easiest thing I've ever done.
Yeah. But yeah, also it's nice having a roommate and best friend doing the same, degree. Makes it a lot easier. Great.
It's definitely easier when you were getting all the homeworks.
Next question. Let's see here. I don't know.
We're struggling to find the next question.
How much do you love your respective girlfriends?
Great question. And I'm sure they're listening in right now.
I'm sure.
My girlfriend Bree, if you're listening to this, love you so much, but you already know that. But I
Mhm.
hope to show you that every day,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully for forever.
Mhm.
Aww.
Oh.
But love you, but
Mhm.
so much to the audience. Love my girl so much,
Mm-hmm.
and hope Mike feels the same about his.
My shawty Samantha, she 11 out of 10. I try to grow our love each and every day, but you know I ain't trying to be too mushy on the podcast. But
Valentine's Day's coming.
Valentine's Day coming, you know. But yeah, we obviously love her very much. So a lot. I love her a lot.
Great question to
Great
whoever
question.
asked that one.
Yeah, Samantha.
Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Considering we have UC, have you ever thought about going gluten-free or dairy-free as a challenge?
Ooh. As a
I'm a-
challenge?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a challenge. I can go ahead and tell you right now, I would love to consider that, and me
Yeah.
and Mike can take this into consideration as a study.
Mhm.
However,
Could be a challenge.
I love dairy, and I love my gluten.
I love me my chocolate.
So it would definitely be tough to do something like that. But honestly, in terms of health, I'd be willing to, give it a shot and see what kind of changes happen. But I think it's something I would definitely have to prepare my mind for going into it, considering all the stuff I like to eat.
Yeah, I think I've definitely reduced the amount of dairy and stuff I take in, just solely off the fact of having ulcerative colitis. That being said, I have never tried to just take it out completely. It's always been involved in my life.
Shout out almond milk.
Shout out almond milk. That's been a great transition. But yeah, I've never fully committed to it. But it could be fun. We could do that for a challenge. I think it'd be kind of cool to both do it for a good day. But yeah, next question. What is one life event that changed your life or your outlook on life?
Ooh, that's a good one. Tough one
yeah.
and a deep one.
I mean, we could both just say ulcerative colitis as a simple answer, a kind of go-to.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that's
Yeah.
not related to that, but
That
that's
stands out a little more differently.
yeah. I would say here I gotta go in. Kind of changed the outlook as a kid. Kind of made me super tough.
Mhm.
I was at the park, setting the scene. Beautiful day.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful day. Me, my sister, my mom. Of course, my sister. I gotta go to the bathroom. So great, we're kids. My mom takes my sister to the bathroom. Me being, the curious kid I was, saw a walnut or some giant whatever thing from the tree on the ground. I was like, whoa, I want that. So, me, I think I was 6 at the time, holding this huge steel door open. At the time, to me, it was ginormous. I open it, turn around, reach down for this thing. Bam, top of my fingers hanging off. I'm screaming. My mom's screaming. We run to my grandma's house. She literally throws my sister out of the car respectfully.
Respectfully.
She runs inside, takes me to the hospital, and I still remember it super vividly to this day. And I think that kind of just put in perspective how tough I am as a person.
As a kid.
Nah, but yeah, that was definitely a growing experience because it showed kind of my mom in action and kind of made us bond a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because that's a very traumatic incident. It may not sound like it, but when I tell you my finger was literally hanging off to the side, I think that kind of changed my outlook on just my mom in general, which is a huge role or huge part of my life. So it was something I thought about, kind of random, but
Yeah, no, that's
I
crazy.
still remember it to this day.
Yeah, stands
Blue
out.
stitches, which was super cool.
Ooh.
The ladies in preschool. But I got Brie now.
You sure?
So we're good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just have to say, getting diagnosed with ulcerative colitis is kind of just the main one, just because all the traveling stuff I had to do with my parents, trying to get better and stuff. Going down to Florida, getting treatments, and just the years of just trying to figure it out because they didn't know what they were doing. I didn't know what I was doing, but I guess that.
And it affects every aspect of the life.
Yeah, it changed how I live now. Changes, the appreciation I have for my parents. But yeah, it's probably go-to for me, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find other ones. Best and worst advice you have ever received. Ooh, let's see. Probably that you need to go to college to be successful.
Yeah.
It's useful, but I think that is a very misconstrued piece of advice because when you get older, you realize that's not the case per se. You can be very successful without a degree.
Yeah.
And sometimes I regret it. I'm very thankful
Mm-hmm.
for going and getting my education, but I definitely wish in terms of advice, we were given a little bit more broad kind of
Yeah.
advice on that stuff.
Yeah.
And best advice, I would say, is to save money. Everything revolves around money. Growing up, I was very big on that, and it's kind of helped me out to this day, being able to kind of have some savings behind me. But definitely getting the advice, from people around me to start saving early was definitely, I would say, biggest piece of advice that's helped me now.
Yeah, I agree. I think definitely the worst, not I guess the worst advice, but like a stigma piece of advice is to go to college. I don't even know if like someone ever like directly told me that. It just kind of just like, you just
Society
the
standards.
society, I guess. Best piece of advice, I guess like not like a sad way, but I guess when I was like working, like when I was younger, like late high school, early college, I was just like trying to make sure I had money and stuff, and like make sure I was working, and I was just trying to stay stressed out, like balancing like school and everything, and like my dad was just kind of like, man, you're gonna have like the rest of your like life to work, like you don't need to like worry about the job you have right now, or just don't worry about work as much as you can worry about other things, because like the rest of your life you're gonna be working. I mean, a little depressing, but like as like a younger person, I was like, oh, yeah, true. It was like nice not knowing my parents are kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely.
yeah, nothing
Sweet.
crazy, but
Yeah,
you know.
there. I guess these are getting kind of deep here. Where do you see your oh my god. Where do you see
Just
yourself? I don't even know what that was.
I'll say bless you either way.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? You want to start with that one?
In 5 years, how old will I be? I'll be like 29, 30. Oh,
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
Wow, 30 years old. All you listeners, I know you're thinking about that too.
I hope in the meantime of those 5 years, I have seen more of the world.
Mm.
I hope I have more of like memories of things and more experiences. I know Samantha and I want to build a barn dominium.
True.
So somewhere in North Carolina, perhaps, maybe Pittsburgh.
Tennessee, my guy.
Tennessee would be cool too. But yeah, barn dominium would be tight. And just happy, I hope to be like in a flow of things. I think right now we're still kind of figuring it out. But, I hope in 5 years from now I've applied enough effort to be in a state of flow,
Yeah,
You know what
definitely.
I'm saying?
That's kind of where I picture myself in 5 years too, with Bree by my side. And then hopefully, kind of like Mike said, just something a little bit more stable. You're never going to really have everything figured out, but maybe a little bit better understanding of where we're at in life and kind of what I want to do, and definitely some money behind me so we can go from there. And yeah, I know that's pretty generic. I'm not good for interview questions. That's definitely what I've got in some interviews. But yeah, just figuring it out.
Yeah.
Better than where I am today.
Hopefully still doing this podcast.
Yeah, hopefully, and we're in Hollywood maybe.
Yeah,
Let's
true.
see.
Yeah. We could do.
Got one more?
We got a couple, right?
Yeah, I think so. Fave mem with each other and why? Favorite memory with each other.
Favorite memory. I mean,
Ooh, I got one.
a lot of things stand out. I mean, Winter Classic.
Yes,
We're
that
gonna
was
say that.
exactly what came to my mind.
You wanna?
Yeah.
You're good at that.
Set the scene. So it is graduation of high school. Go over to Mike's house. He's getting all his presents. His mom, hands him this card. He opens it, and it's 2 tickets to the Winter Classic. For those of you who don't know, the Winter Classic is an outdoor game, hockey game. They usually do it in a baseball stadium. 2 teams play, and you're just outdoors. That's where hockey was invented, outside, so it feels natural. All the stars come. We saw Wayne Gretzky. We were actually like
sick.
5 feet from the
I
greatest.
swear he
hockey
stared
player
right into
ever
my
lived.
soul.
And
Yeah.
you felt something that day.
I did feel something that day. I don't know what it was, but I think, yeah, going there. And I was really sick at that time, too. So a lot of bathroom breaks on the way. Took us about 2 hours to leave because of me. And then 5 minutes down the road, had to go in the woods.
Took us, what was it, like a 12-hour drive, and I think 5 hours was at least trying to get out of North Carolina.
Yeah, it was a pain. And I accidentally planned the drive perfectly for
Yes,
myself.
I was just about to
I
say
got no traffic, no mountains,
Kentucky,
no bad weather.
flat.
Just grass. And every time we switched, which was every about 2 or 3 hours, Rob would get traffic through mountains while raining.
18-wheelers.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a great trip, I think. And
We were literally like, I still think, I know we were 17, 18,
Yeah.
and our parents literally were just like, hey,
there you
go to St. Louis, which is a little dangerous.
Little
Fun story, sidetracked.
Yeah.
There's a city museum in St. Louis.
Yeah, the
you
monster.
guys are probably going to kick out of this.
Yeah. Better.
This museum looks super cool. We didn't know what it was about, but Mike was like, hey, Rob, can you pull up directions? And I was like, sure. Like, how hard can that be? And of course, us being stupid, we did not fill up our car.
And we were told going into St. Louis that there's a bridge, and there's one side of the bridge that is fine, and that is where everything is and is good. And there's another side of the bridge where you do not go.
Just don't go.
Just don't go. That's all I needed here, so we don't go. Okay,
No.
continue.
Yeah, so I pulled up the directions. I was like, okay, 25 minutes, whatever. So we start driving. We're, driving a pretty nice car, cruising. We start crossing this bridge. Mike's like, you sure? I'm like, dude, shut up, drive the car.
Showing me, like, it looks...
Yeah, like, it looks good. City museum.
Yeah.
So we pull up. No, like, there's no museum. We are definitely not in the best spot for us to be in.
No.
At all.
Not at all.
Mike looks down at the gas. We have 1 mile. 1 mile till E. So we
The
pull up
lights
to this
spin on.
sketchy gas station. We get, $2 worth of gas, and we haul
out
ass
of
out of there.
there.
But the museum turned out to be not a museum. It was literally like
Yeah.
a building with just holes and like slides. And literally, if you saw a hole in the wall, you could just dive through,
Yeah.
and you'll end up in another part of the museum. There were kids like trapped, screaming for their parents. Me and Mike were like, "Get out of our way!" No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no. It's it was like a dream where like you think of some place, but it's like not exactly what you think of. So it was a amusement park, but like you couldn't even describe it if you tried. Like
Look it up on YouTube or something.
Yeah,
like
you
you-
put-
we might post some pictures on Instagram just from the story. 'Cause
True,
I think
true.
everyone should visit it at least once.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah, that was a great trip, great
Good
memory
trip.
together. Good
Yeah.
question.
good question.
And then another one that I liked, Stella, who is my dog and my girl's dog. When can I be a guest? I mean, you can come on, bark for a little bit. Maybe we can translate.
You ain't a guest,
that.
you family.
Ooh, Stella, that one's for you, my girl. Yeah, so you can come on, talk about, your life as a pet. Sleeping all day, no bills, sleeping in bed all day, no responsibilities.
Free
you get
food,
fed,
free house.
You know what?
Never mind. You
Let
can't.
me think.
Before I
No,
get pissed
you're
off.
welcome anytime, Stella.
Yeah. What kind of camera do you use? iPhone 12.
iPhone 12 Pro Max V1 Pro Flight.
And I don't know if you're asking this because you think the quality's trash, but you could have just said something.
And then the last one, I know
sorry.
it's taking a little while. Favorite Mac Miller song, That's My Boy.
Ooh.
Love him. I would definitely have to say Best Day Ever. Something about that song just gets me in my feels, and it actually got me through some rough points in my life, because when I needed something just to kind of get goosebumps,
Yeah.
just that song, especially the bonus version,
Yeah.
it just makes me feel some type of way, and I think it hits even harder knowing that he's like no longer with us.
Yeah.
And you can just hear him, having a great time on the song, and I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. That's how much the song means to me.
Yeah.
Got it on vinyl, so I would say that one. Best day ever. Check it out.
I think just from like a nostalgic standpoint, I guess two of them. One, I guess a controversial name would be Donald Trump. Just like an OG song, everyone knows the words to it. Just like you blast it. Same with Knock Knock. I mean, just like throwing it on the car, like.
We'll just say every Mac Miller song
Ever.
is fire.
Yeah, highly recommend. You really can't go wrong, honestly. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Mac. We love you.
Love ya.
Yeah, we really appreciate those responses. We really want to keep that going, keep you guys involved, and we think it's really fun answering your questions. And
Yeah,
like I said, feel free to ask anything along the way.
kind of like episode 2 title, breaking the ice.
Correct.
So that is the question segment.
Done. Sweet. So I guess we should go ahead and hop into, I guess you would call this segment 2. I don't really know.
Segment 2, this is like the build up to the climax
The climax.
of the story.
You learned that in English.
You learned that, yeah. Read a book. Sorry. Yeah. So this is gonna be us talking about routines. What our routines are. Maybe you can relate, maybe you can't relate, and what we think about them, how we've learned about routines, what the benefits are, what the negatives are, and just we'll kind of just roll off from there. You want to start with maybe your standard day-to-day routine or week routine?
So our routine, ideally, in an ideal world, me and Mike.
Don't say our. It's not your. It's not. This is my routine.
True. My bad. My
I'm just
routine.
kidding.
It's okay. My routine typically starts at 5 a.m., 4:45 a.m. I'm definitely not a morning person, but on days I do this, I feel great.
Yeah.
4:45, my alarm's blasting, and it does always end up when I'm spending the night at my girlfriend's house.
Yeah.
She supports me going to the gym in the morning, but that alarm clock definitely does not sound great for her, so I appreciate you not getting mad about that. Wake up, text Mike, you up?
Mm-hmm.
Hoping he doesn't text back so I can go
Yeah.
back to bed. But it's good having a buddy there to keep me responsible for going to the gym. So in an ideal world, that's how I start my day. Meet Mike at the gym, hit a quick hour workout, chest, shoulders, whatever we want that day.
Yeah.
Come back, shower. Been going to Chick-fil-A a little bit too much, more than I want to admit lately.
We're burning a lot of calories, so I think it's okay.
Yeah, we're bulking. It's winter
It's
time.
chicken.
And rice. No, I'm just kidding.
You're right.
I don't know what they do.
The hash browns.
Hash browns is gluten, I think.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Anyways.
Yeah, and then I look forward to coming back because luckily I work from home. Super nice. Just laying down in my bed before bed and kind of regroup. Before work? Wow, before bed. Of course you're going to lay in your bed before bed. But just regrouping and then getting to work on my laptop. Definitely takes a little while to get the juices flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty boring job. Make your calls, try to close deals. I'm an account manager, so I'm dealing with clients. Keep them happy,
Yeah.
engaged, and log off hopefully before 5 if I want. Yeah, we'll see. Log off and just kind of enjoy my night. I'll either end up at my girlfriend's house or go to the gym if I missed it, and do all that fun stuff and really just enjoy the night. I really want to kind of regroup from the day. I enjoy my free time outside of work. And that's, watching football, hanging out with friends. Like I said, hanging out with my girl, just going for a walk, doing anything to keep my mind off of the
Why'd you
stress.
point
of
at me
work.
when you said hanging out with your girl?
Cut.
Um,
You are my world.
no.
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 But yeah, that's pretty much my day. Pretty standard, I'm sure. A lot of us can relate to that. But
Yeah.
what is yours?
Pretty much the opposite.
Oh, shit.
No, same here. I wake up 5 o'clock hoping I don't get a text from Robert.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I know that he's not awake to go to the gym, but usually he is. And I go to the gym about 5:30, 5:40, depending how the tummy's feeling.
Yep, that's a battle in the morning.
Yeah, but yeah, I hit the gym in the morning. It's the hardest part is getting out of the bed, but as soon as you're walking around, it feels so much better. Like once we're actually there and like moving around, like the walking out of the gym when like the sun is still like barely rising or still dark outside, it's like fuck yeah.
It's
like,
a nice feeling.
Yeah,
You're done.
You feel accomplished for the day because like I don't know how many of you guys feel, but like the gym is like a really huge part of like my mental and physical life, and like if I don't do it in the morning, I'm like just waiting for the day to be over so I can go do it. Just so because it'll bother me. I'll feel bad. Like I'm like I really could have just like woke up and did it, but
And it's tiring after work.
yeah, exactly. Like you're already like mentally tired from just like sitting there like working, which is the excuse in itself. But yeah, I go to the gym. Kind of incorporated ice baths in a sense. I bought a trash can from Home Depot.
Yeah,
And-
what was it? $30, something like that. I don't even know.
Like 120.
Oh, wow.
My gosh. It was the only one that could fit my body. But yeah, I just been filling that up with water and ice, and whether it's doing anything good for my physical, it's definitely helping with my mental, I think. Just kind of like that cold rush, kind of like getting focus. There's studies where it says like it could help with like depression and things like that. That fight or flight that cold water gives you. So I've been incorporating that.
Wakes you up for sure.
Definitely wakes you up. So I think doing that in the morning is for sure a benefit. And then, fortunately, I don't work from home. I gotta drive about 30 minutes to work, and then I,
Was
come
that a
home.
shot at me? Was that a shot?
Anyways, and then I, no, I envy you.
Okay.
And then I go to work where I do my thing from 8 to 5, sometimes longer, sometimes not. Then I come home. Then same kind of thing with Rob. Hang out with my girl. Go to her house. She comes to mine. Record the pod with the boy. I play hockey Monday nights and Saturday mornings. That's really good for me as well. But yeah, pretty simple, pretty standard. But definitely, a nice routine to have that, stays relatively consistent.
Yeah, and as you can tell, they're pretty generic. No
Pretty
pun
generic.
intended.
Yeah.
But one thing about the gym I think is kind of funny. I don't know if y'all go consistently, like, no, at the same time every day. But I think it's funny how you kind of get to know these people who are going to the gym with you, even though you like don't say one word to them.
Oh yeah.
Like we have a group of 3 like grown men. We
Don't get me started.
Yeah, like Mike just kind of doesn't like them for some reason.
I feel like they think they're better than us for some reason.
Probably, but looking at the weights, I don't know about
we
that.
did jujitsu for 6 months.
And then there's this little woman there. She's there grinding. Like she probably just works there all day working out. I don't know if she even works there.
Yeah, I think
She's always like,
she lives there.
she's saying hi to everyone. Like low key, it's like the lunch lady that's like, "Have a good day, baby."
Yeah.
She's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "What's up?" Like, have a good workout. And just makes you feel good that someone's like that energetic in the morning, and that's her routine to do that.
Yeah.
But funny story, we had this really like huge guy. He was like, I swear, like not even benching, but like shoulder pressing 225 for reps.
Yeah, he shoulder
like,
pressed more than I could bench, basically.
Yeah, it's insane. And he always had a mask, never really saw his face.
Wore
but
all
definitely
black.
Wore all black, would not want to like get in any altercation with this dude.
No.
I was sitting on the bench one day, and he starts looking at me, and I'm like, oh God. Mike's not near me. I'm like, maybe 2v1 we might have a chance, considering he can literally shoulder press me for reps. I was like, I don't know. So he looks at me, he's like, you. I'm like, oh God. But he's not coming over to me, and then he looks at someone else, you. And then me and that guy look at each other that he pointed to, and we're like, is he pointing to me?
Yeah.
And then he just goes on about his business, and I shit you not, never saw him again.
Oh yeah, that's the last day.
After that, I don't know if that was like a threat, and he's gonna show up like 20 years down the road and like present himself, and I got to do like a final duel or something. But I have dedicated my time in the gym to be prepared to fight him.
This is why you do it.
That is why I do it, because you got to be ready at all times, and I know he's out there. He could be listening to this. But
you know what? I hope he is, and I hope you're listening right now. Person wearing masks that is possibly Russian, maybe. I don't know, because unnamed. But listen, we're not scared. We're ready. 2v1 only though, for sure.
Maybe a little scared.
And we can bring weapons, but we will be ready. Just please don't. But he's really scary dude. Anyways,
do you think? Question for you. Do you think? Like starting your day off with the gym, can you tell like a difference? I think you mentioned it, like starting off lifting, getting up, getting the body moving. Can you tell like a productivity in your work?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I can tell productivity in my work. Even if like I don't want to be working, I still like feel way more engaged. I think waking up, giving yourself those hour or 2 hours of like getting ready before work, kind of waking up, your whole
instead
body
of 30 minutes.
Yeah, waking up 10 minutes before you need to leave, scrambling to get out. It's way better, because then I show up to work late. I'm like already behind because like I haven't settled in. But yeah, I think so. What about you? Yeah,
definitely. I do get in the habit of, like I said, working from home. I have time to come back from the gym, get back about 7, so I have about an hour and a half. Sometimes I do fall back asleep, so that gets me right back to where I started, which kind of sucks, trying to get out of that habit. But yeah, definitely knowing like my workout is done benefits me in the long run, because I know like after work I can just clock out and like enjoy my night. So
yeah, and it's like not a lot of time left after the day, and you're like, I really gotta go work out, bro. Like
I can tell my performance in the gym too slacks.
Yeah.
When I go in the afternoon, like I'm not physically tired, I guess, but just mentally, and you got to be.
Which affects your physical.
Correct. A sauna after work would be nice. Go sweat it out.
True.
Definitely like doing that in the morning.
Yeah. Well, cool. I guess we can kind of just move on to like, what our your routines used to be like, and like how we kind of progress. Because I know it definitely did not used to be like this.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I guess probably when we really got like away from things, I guess it was a routine. College, me and Mike, kind of a funny story too, sophomore year when I was transferring over to Charlotte, I sent him my classes. He was like, yo, like you have accounting at the same time, but it's with a different teacher.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, word. Everyone's checking rate my professor. Mine literally had like a 4.8 for accounting. I was like, bet. Mike's like, nah, come over here. And I'm like, why can't you move?
Mine was like a 1.8 out of 5.
I don't even think she had a 1, dude.
If she did, she did not deserve it.
Yeah, and I was like, whatever. So I looked all day during the summer, refreshing, and finally someone dropped it, and I scooped it,
Yeah.
joined the class. But granted, I don't think I would have got through it, even with the nice teacher, without Mike, because like accounting
Yeah.
was something else. Let me tell you.
It was hard.
But we got in that routine, 8 a.m., going to her class, and, you know, Mike's hopping out of the car in the morning, you know, running to the gas station real quick to use the bathroom, struggles at UC. And I'm like, hey, I'll park, tell her, you know, you're coming.
I did do that.
You did.
Oh, because the gas station was right across.
Correct.
Yeah, I did do that.
You do not play. When you got to go, you got to go.
Mm-mm.
But we got in this routine. You got to go right now?
No. No.
We got in this routine.
No.
You got to reward yourself throughout the day.
When you go through something as traumatic as accounting 1,
Yes, business majors, I know you know what I'm talking about.
when you go through something as traumatic as that, and I'm not even trying to sound privileged right now, definitely not, but you gotta reward yourself. It's 8 a.m. You just failed a test knowingly and willingly.
And you accept that.
You deserve a little 4 for 4.
Mm-hmm.
Little 4 for 4.
Let
Wendy's
me get
4 for 4.
that 4 for 4,
We were
please.
eating fried foods, burgers, fries, Coke, 9 a.m.
9 a.m. South Park with Wendy's.
Ooh. See, that is a routine I don't regret, though.
I do not regret
For my
that
mental.
one bit. Correct.
For my physical, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just... I needed that.
There was probably, and I hate to admit this, a little embarrassed to admit it, like,
You talking about the coffee table?
for the camera here. For the camera here.
Look, this is... Alright, let's get the length right.
This is to scale, too. This is to scale.
This
like,
is the... Okay,
this is height, maybe. Over here, just like fast food, Wendy's 4 for 4.
And if you're not listening, it's like a 3x4 area of
Food,
bags of
wrap-
fast food and cups and just leftovers.
Not something I'm proud of in that routine aspect.
But in the moment,
in the moment,
that was heavenly.
it definitely helped us get through that. for
Because
sure.
when you leave a class after shitting your brains out, knowing you got a 60 more than likely, why not just
60 was nice.
60
If
was
we
a
even
good
got
day.
that.
Yeah. But yeah, you deserve some Wendy's, and that's what we got, and I don't regret it.
We should put that on a t-shirt. You deserve some Wendy's.
You deserve that 4 for
4 for
4. Great, one of the greatest inventions I think ever.
4. Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, it definitely wasn't a healthy routine, but was a routine we had, and it wasn't really till like, I guess like honestly like, the pandemic or
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
the week or the year before the pandemic is when we started going consistently to the gym, I think.
Yeah, so backstory on that, which really helped us go to, is like...
And like I ain't really trying to talk about the gym like that,
Nah, no.
but like it's just a huge part of our life.
yeah,
And you can't really tell because like
we're a little small.
we're a little small, but that Wendy's. But yeah, sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
Just don't do that.
But our tuition definitely went up for this multi-million-dollar gym. However, I am glad that my dollars went to that.
Yeah.
So that kind of influenced us.
Craver Road. Long sign is on.
No.
Wait.
And there was always someone busting down Craver Road on a longboard going like 90 miles an hour. Anyway, besides the fact, that really helped us get going, this multi-million-dollar gym. Trying classes. I think we started getting yoga in our routine as well.
Oh yeah.
Yoga by Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. Namaste.
Namaste. Shout out.
That was nice.
Yoga by Mackenzie.
That was a workout.
She flowed the music like with your, because it was power yoga, so you're moving constantly and like
I thought you were gonna say she fucked me up. I was like, true, bro. That
Oh.
shit, it was hard.
that was the only time, and I can't even do it now. That was the only time I could touch my toes.
Yeah.
Like I've never been able to touch my toes, but after that class, I could do it, or classes.
Progression was made.
But yeah, I think incorporating that like into your routine, like yoga, I think benefits like absolutely everybody.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite things I've ever done.
Yeah.
But that was kind of our routine. Just
We did a little bit of swimming too.
swimming, yeah. But the chlorine,
Oh,
you remember that?
Oh my gosh! First of all, I went. We less than 5 times, right? We probably didn't go that often.
No, after that
One
experience.
time, I remember. So we would go to the gym at college, and it would usually be empty, just like us three, me, you, and Riley.
It was an old pool too.
The pool too. Yeah, the old gym. But there'd be like 2 lifeguards just sitting there watching you swim. And
Very
I remember,
awkward.
I don't know if I told you guys, but we were all like, I'm not like the fastest swimmer. Like I can swim, but I'm just not like as fast as they are. But I was like, they were coming back, and I was like on my way to the other side, and like it's like it was like more than 5 feet, right? And we're
12 foot.
12 foot
12
pool.
foot at least.
I started cramping up and I started drowning.
I turned around. I was like, yo,
I was
where's
like-
Mike?
I like could not move my leg, and I was like, no way, I'm about to be saved right now. And because I didn't want to like yell for
Freshman
help.
lifeguards.
'Cause I was like 5 feet away from like the edge. I was like, I gotta make it. But like, I literally could not move. I was using like one arm, but I made it. And I was like, I'm done. But then like, yeah, the chlorine destroyed it. We didn't wear goggles
did
for the
not,
first time. And we went to Harris Teeter, and like literally, I was like, guys, I'm blind. And
I think we
can't
all,
see.
like, yours and Riley's hit quick. I think
Yeah.
y'all bought eye drops.
Well, yeah, those helped.
And then mine set in later that night.
Yeah.
And then I think we literally went to Target that night and bought a
bought goggles,
3-pack
yeah.
of like $5 goggles.
Yeah.
I still have them to this day.
Did really?
I should put them in like a shadow box. Memories of UNC Charlotte.
That's true. That's true.
Riley, you know what I'm talking about. Those chlorine
Yeah.
stupid goggles. Appreciate you buying those. I think you were the one that did that.
I think mine
Please
broke.
don't Venmo me for those.
Don't request me.
Yeah, but that was kind of our college routine. But
Yeah.
that just shows it changes, you know, all throughout.
all the way. And like the pandemic hit, and then we didn't have a gym to go to, so we just did straight cardio.
Mhm.
And you know, I was immunocompromised at the time, so I told work I can't work. And
Had to
Rob,
isolate ourselves.
being a great friend, was like, I don't want to expose my friend, and we worked at the same job, so
Never went back.
never went. He never went
He
back.
called me and was like, when you come back? I was like, I'm moving back to Raleigh. I'm not coming back.
Yeah, back at the Fastenal days where we were sales associates in Charlotte. It was like
Mhm.
an internship kind of job.
Yeah.
Which was fun. And then pandemic hit, and then Rob basically just quit, and I was chilling. And then we just got into a routine of no work, running, working out at home with just like free weights or like push-ups and stuff
Mhm.
and bands, and then playing NHL
All day.
all day.
I think it affected everyone differently. Obviously, the pandemic was like definitely like a tragedy, and you know, would not wish that ever.
Not anybody, yeah.
But that was like one of the like more chill times, at least being quarantined in the house
Yeah.
with you and just playing those video games. And like you
Mhm.
said, I think we said it in our first episode, like our first taste of like freedom, and like
Yeah.
I'm forever gonna chase like that high
Yeah.
of that routine. You would wake me up. We were literally running 5Ks
Yeah,
on the
oh my-
daily and like
yeah.
doing sprints. And
Easy.
I wish like life was like that, where I could do what I want physically and just like mentally, for me, playing video
Mhm.
games, binge watching Outer Banks in one day.
Yeah.
But that routine was
We're
definitely
golden.
like, God,
Yeah.
I strive for that.
We could have prepared ourselves more for the future, like
Mhm.
of jobs, but you know, it was the stress-free and not worrying about nothing. Going to bed just stress-free,
Oh, it was
sending each
so
other TikToks, just laughing at each other from across like the rooms. That was golden. That was golden.
super loud. Roommate Riley, definitely. He was really far on the other side of the house, and he said like every night at like 10:30 he would just hear like absolute chaos from me and Mike's rooms, just like screaming, lights blinking, music blasting,
Banging.
banging, like yeah, like that laugh.
Yeah.
Our neighbor Patrick coming over, like asking for money, like love you, Patrick.
Really, Patrick, if you listen.
Yeah, but that routine is, God, I strive for that every day.
Yeah.
But I guess what I want to ask is like, I think you mentioned to me earlier in the week, using a routine as a crutch, especially
Yeah.
like not making it to the gym.
Yeah.
Can you tell like when your routine is not messed, or when your routine is messed up, that you just feel off? Like how does that affect you?
100%. Like I definitely have heard people talk about it before, like where you can have like a routine that's like it's your daily life, and like you stick to it so like strictly to where you know life happens, you know, outside forces there where it can affect your strict routine, where it just you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Like at this time I was supposed to be doing this, or I was supposed to be at the gym at this point, but
Mhm.
things happen. I guess an example would be us like not going to the gym in the morning.
Yeah, it throws your whole day off.
Yeah, it throws your whole day off. So I'm like, now I'm like, I need to go to the gym, but I really don't want to in the afternoon. So maybe I just won't go. So it's like having that routine can be a crutch in a sense, but I definitely agree. Like if you can just like have like a routine where you can be happy, but like not as strict, because just like things are gonna happen, you know.
Yeah, you gotta be easier on yourself. I feel like sometimes as humans we're like super hard on ourselves when you don't do the errands, you don't do
Yeah.
like an oil change. I put that off for like a month, unfortunately. Like
Oh, good reminder. Thank you.
yeah, go ahead and do that. But yeah, I feel the same way. Like I just feel off when my routine isn't done And you can ask anyone around me. I tend to be like a planner. I like to know what's going on,
Yeah.
when it's going on.
Mm.
And when it doesn't happen, I kind of stress out. And this kind of leads me into what else I wanted to talk about, like just kind of balancing like the social life, especially like with my girl. And I think a lot of you guys can relate who are in relationships, like balancing work, working from home. My girl's a nurse, driving 20 minutes to their house while managing the gym and trying to do this podcast and do anything else that I want, like grocery shopping. Like, it's definitely like a challenge, but I realize it's going to get done eventually. And I tend to prioritize like what I really want to do, like, which is hang out with her or, hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
And I try not to be hard on myself, but I think like the gym for me is like, if I don't do it, I kind of feel bad about myself. But I've been a little bit easier on myself moving forward.
Yeah, we got the rest of our lives to work out, so it's like us going the amount of times we do, I think it's
I'll
fine.
do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Leg day, I will.
Leg day tomorrow for some people. Yeah, I think I have like this bad thing where I do like I listen to this bad thing. I listen to like podcasts. I talked about it earlier, like first episode where it's these like MMA fighters or just like people who are famous. Like I like to follow because like they have like good gym routines and stuff like that. And they have like these really strict or like really like cool and interesting routines that are like are really technical. And I'm like, why? Like I try to take things from it, but like I can't do exactly what they're doing. Like their job is to do this, or these people are content creators. Like I work a 9 to 5.
They're world champions in their sports.
Exactly. 75% of my day I'm sitting at a desk. Like I can't be as strict on these routines that I have. And I think I'm starting to realize that, but like I'm trying to stay disciplined to where like I at least get like the main part out of it and the benefits from everything. But definitely like have learned to just kind of be a little easier on myself, I think.
Yeah, I feel like you also get stuck in a cycle in a way, like gym, wake up, gym. Got those confused. Definitely gotta be awake for the gym.
Gym, wake up! Wake up, gym!
Wake up!
Wake up, gym!
Wake up, gym, work, chill, sleep, wake up, gym, work, sleep, repeat. Weekends fly by, done. And it kind of sucks because you sometimes like want something like different, but like with work, it just plays like such a big role in my life. Like you got to do it to make money. But I also feel like we all get somewhat stuck in the cycle. We've all been there. Like I'm going to start going to the gym early in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my grocery shopping every Tuesday. We're going to, drop this podcast every Friday or something like that. But then when you don't complete it or you don't do it, kind of like we're talking about, you just feel bad and you're like, all right, let me change it. So I feel like you get stuck in this cycle of, and I'm kind of passionate about this, you get stuck in this cycle of just changing your routine to try to find something that works. When in reality, in my opinion, sometimes routines can be boring. They can be like restrictive on you.
Yeah.
And, me personally, like I do like to plan, and I like to plan 2-3 days in advance for anything.
You gotta mark it on his calendar
Yeah,
if you want to do anything.
Do something, just robert.faber@outlook.com. Put it on there. But I don't like to restrict myself in the sense of like my routine throughout the week. Like when, for example, like my mom needing to go to the doctor on Wednesday kind of threw off my normal routine.
Mom, I have the pod.
Gosh, yeah. But she understands, and I understand that she needs that, and mom's comes first.
Of course.
So helping her out. But that's an example of it throwing off my routine.
Yeah, outside forces.
And now we're doing this on a Monday.
Monday.
And,
I have to play hockey at 10:45 tonight. So.
Correct. And we just adapt. But I think having the routines can kind of put an unneeded restriction on your life.
Yeah, I would say so too. Like unnecessary stress when it could just be not stressed because life just happens and you can accept it. Or you can be someone that's like, my routine.
Take it as it comes,
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
I think just kind of get into the flow of things, like, okay, I'm going to do this, but if this happens, then I can do this. Kind of just being chill. And I get, a lot of us are probably working 9 to 5s or just working in general. So it takes up a majority of your time. So if you can find things that benefit you outside of that, good for you.
Hobbies.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a valid point.
I think walks honestly do a good.
Yeah.
Like just going out for a walk.
Yeah, Samantha goes for
helpful.
walks like
Mhm.
that. I get the thing on my thing. I'm like, I give her like a little message like,
Cha-ching.
ching.
Done. But yeah, on that note, we also asked you guys kind of what we all have something that we look forward to in our day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's kind of, I think, kind of cute how we have those little things that we look forward to.
Mhm.
Mine is literally laying down after the gym. I strive for that.
Yeah.
And we asked you guys, and a good amount of you guys answered what your favorite part of the day was, or your daily routine. So we're gonna read some of those off, and
Mhm.
you know, kind of react to them.
Yeah.
You want to start?
All right. First one. Crack.
Okay. No names there.
No news there. I think we should just sweep that one under the rug, but you know.
No judging, dude.
no
Whatever
judging.
makes you happy.
You know, shout out you. You want to go next?
Yeah, on that one. Getting up early for the games.
There
I
we
think
go.
me and Mike can relate to this one.
Sure.
Pretty close. Not necessarily getting up every day.
what's up?
Oh, he's stuck flexing. Oh, reset him.
Thank you.
Reset him. Okay, he's good. He got a cramp.
We're good. We're good.
But getting up early for the games, that is a super great way to start your day.
Yeah.
Definitely
100%.
would recommend you stick to that.
Just waking up, getting the blood flowing, drinking some water, maybe just taking a shower. It's a little chilly. I don't know.
All right.
I regret doing that.
It's okay. Let's see.
Grabbing my daily Starbucks, smiley face. Definitely. I think, everyone has those little things you would kind of step away from, working.
I kind of like that because you get out of the house, too.
Yeah. Go for that drive,
Blast some Mac Miller,
Mm-hmm.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah,
maybe.
True.
Get your day out.
Or that new Miley Cyrus song.
Yes, flowers. All my Miley fans out there. My doctor actually said when I was talking to him about anxiety, he was like, one of the best ways to treat it is literally just find music you like,
Yeah.
and it just will make you feel so much better. It releases, I think, dopamine. Excuse me if that's a completely wrong term.
This is our last episode.
But that's a great way to start your day, in my opinion. Just get in the car, go grab something you want to eat, drink, and blast some music and get ready for your day.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
Oh, I like this one. Breakfast and coffee before class starts. That's a nice one because I feel like having that alone time where you can just kind of, again, prepare for your day. Drink
That
your
caffeine
coffee.
and, yeah.
I definitely avoid coffee for certain reasons.
Caffeine.
That's a great way. Breakfast, coffee, and getting ready for class,
Yeah.
mentally prepared. Good for you because
Yeah.
I was rolling out of bed 10 minutes and have to go find a parking spot and was running across campus trying to get
Yeah.
to class.
You're not rushing. You're full because you got your breakfast. You got the energy from the food. You got the caffeine from the coffee. Ready to learn. Love it.
Yep. Great one.
Let's see. Boom. My alone time in the morning. Honestly, I think that's a great answer.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a little meditation. Just kind of being with yourself, with your thoughts.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be alone with your thoughts. It can be good or bad.
This is true.
But I like to be social. I am shy at first, but I do like to be around people. I don't necessarily like to be alone. But there is times where just kind of relaxing in your bed and recharging your social battery
Yeah.
is super beneficial to me. And I think a lot of people can relate to that, are introverts, who do have to go be social at work and stuff. But I think that's a great way too. You can meditate during that time. Just prepare for the day and you don't have any, excuse my language, bullshit going on around you. You can just start your day.
Yeah, definitely agree with you on that one, I think.
And I don't blame her, that person who submitted that.
Definitely do not. Definitely do not. You deserve it.
Ooh, let's see. Let me read this one. Coming home from the gym, feeling awesome, then immediately going to bed. Great routine. You're feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
You're relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And, you feel accomplished. You accomplished something out of your day. So I
Yeah.
can see why that, would be a good part of your day. And
I'm sure it can be the fact that you look forward to going to the gym after work. It's like you're looking forward to it. Like in my case, I'm like, if I don't go to the gym in the morning, I kind of dread going to the gym after work. So kudos to you.
yeah, everyone's day is different. And then you reward yourself with some bedtime. Get that 8 hours of sleep minimum. I don't do that.
I don't do that at all.
No, I can be a
No.
night owl at times. TikTok. I do not appreciate you for that.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's
Awesome.
okay. Is
Well,
that
yeah,
it?
yeah. I think that's all the ones. We really appreciate you guys submitting those. And it's kind of cool seeing how everyone starts the day. Definitely different. I don't think we even had a similar one.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
interesting to
that's
see
pretty
how
cool.
everyone kind of has their cute
Everyone's
little ones,
different.
good or bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was interesting.
You know, comment or, you know, DM us if you know your thoughts on like these segments, these questions, you know, stuff we post if you like it. Or if you don't, we'll clap back at you. So we're not afraid.
Nope. Well, I
Grab
hope
it.
something we talked about today resonated or was interesting to you. Please tell us.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, we really appreciate you guys listening to us. All the support we've gotten
Yeah.
has been great. We really can't tell you enough. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it means the world to us, you know, us taking this risk and everyone being involved, answering these questions and just giving us follows and helping us
Yeah.
build this. We're super excited to keep this thing going.
Yeah, it's really, really, really fun to do this and just have like people who I didn't even expect to be involved in it, you
Mhm.
know, and contributing like with these questions and stuff to be involved, and it's really cool. It just really is fun.
And it's something to look forward to during the
yeah,
week, too.
this is part of our new routine.
Routine.
Namaste.
Namaste. And I
Yeah.
guess with that, we'll leave you generic. Goodbye.